We love our furry friends. But sometimes, without realizing it, we might be doing things that rub them the wrong way. Dogs and humans, while the best of friends, are different in so many ways. What we perceive as affectionate behavior can sometimes be uncomfortable or even distressing for our dogs. Understanding these nuances can make a world of difference. So in this video, we're going to explore 8 common human behaviors that our dogs secretly hate. Before we dive in, be sure to subscribe to our channel and join our doggy-loving community. Number 8. Mealtime interruptions. Imagine this. Your dog is happily munching on their kibble, and suddenly, you decide to add some leftovers to their bowl, or perhaps you reach down to stroke their back. These might seem like small actions to us, but for your dog, it can be quite unsettling. Dogs have a natural instinct to protect their food. This behavior dates back to their ancestors who had to compete for every meal. When we reach towards their bowl while they're eating, or even if we're just moving around them, it can trigger a defensive response. They might think their food is being threatened, leading to stress or even food aggression in some cases. It's also about respect and trust. Dogs see their food bowl as their personal space. Constant interruptions during mealtime can feel like an invasion of this space. Just as we appreciate eating our meals in peace, dogs too prefer to eat without being disturbed. What's more, consistent interruptions can lead to unhealthy eating habits. Some dogs might start eating too quickly to prevent their food from being taken away, which can cause digestion issues. Others might become hesitant to eat, worrying about when the next interruption will come. Number 7. Hugging. Here's the thing. Dogs interpret the act of hugging quite differently from us. In the dog world, putting a limb over another animal is often seen as a sign of dominance or control. So, when we wrap our arms around them, even with the best intentions, it can make them feel restricted or dominated. It's also about their instinctive need for movement. When we hug them, especially tightly, we restrict that freedom. They might feel trapped, and not understanding the affectionate intent behind the hug, they could become uncomfortable or even scared. Interestingly, a study conducted by Dr. Stanley Coren, a psychologist and well-known dog behaviorist, found that many dogs show signs of stress when hugged. These signs can include turning their head away, lowering their ears, licking their lips, or even yawning. Of course, every dog is an individual. Some might tolerate hugs, especially if they've been accustomed to them since they were puppies. However, it's crucial to always watch for their reaction. Number 6. Rushing them at potty time. For dogs, going to the bathroom is more than just a physical need. Firstly, dogs have a strong sense of smell. They gather information about their environment and other animals through scent. When they're sniffing around during potty time, they're actually reading the news of the day, so to speak. It's how they find out who's been in the area, what other animals are nearby, and even the health and diet of those animals. It's a bit like their version of browsing through social media. Rushing a dog through this process can cause them stress. They might feel like they're missing out on important environmental cues and social messages. Moreover, for many dogs, finding the right spot to relieve themselves is crucial. They often look for a place that feels safe and secure. This behavior is ingrained in them. In the wild, taking time to relieve themselves without being vigilant could expose them to predators. So when they circle around and take their time, they're making sure the spot they choose is just right. If we pull them away or hurry them along, it can create anxiety and confusion. It can also lead to incomplete elimination, or even health problems over time if they feel consistently hurried. Number 5. A tight leash. Firstly, a leash that's constantly taut puts continuous pressure on a dog's neck. This pressure can lead to physical discomfort and, over time, might even cause issues with their throat or spine. For smaller breeds, this is particularly concerning due to their more delicate structure. But it's not just about physical discomfort. Dogs are explorers by nature. They experience the world largely through their sense of smell. When they're out on a walk, they love to sniff around. A tight leash restricts this natural behavior, making walks less enjoyable and more frustrating. Moreover, a tight leash can also send the wrong signals to your dog. They pick up on the tension in the leash and might think there's something to worry about. It can increase their own stress and even lead to reactive behaviors like barking or lunging. Number 4. Deviating from a schedule. A dog's day is usually made up of a series of predictable events: meals, walks, playtime, and rest. These activities are not just parts of their daily life. They're anchors that give their day structure. When these routines are consistent, a dog knows what to expect and when to expect it. This predictability helps them feel secure in their environment. Now imagine if suddenly their dinner time is delayed by several hours, or their usual morning walk is skipped. These might seem like small changes to us, but for a dog, it's like their world has been turned upside down. They don't understand why their routine has changed. They just know something is off, and this uncertainty can lead to anxiety. Number 3. Washing them too often. Dogs have natural oils in their skin and coat that are essential for their health. These oils keep their fur soft and shiny and help maintain healthy skin. When we bathe dogs too frequently, it can strip away these natural oils. This might lead to dry, itchy skin or a dull coat. So, how often should you wash your dog? Well, it depends on a few factors like their breed, coat type, and lifestyle. For many dogs, a bath once a month or even less frequently is enough. Of course, if they've rolled in something smelly or dirty, an extra bath might be necessary. But as a general rule, less is more when it comes to bathing. Number 2. Overexercise. Dogs, especially certain high-energy breeds, love to run and play, but they don't always know their own limits. They might keep going long past the point of being tired, just to stay by your side or to keep up with what you're doing. Each dog has their own exercise needs based on their age, breed, and health. A general rule of thumb is that dogs need about 30 minutes to 2 hours of exercise per day, but this varies widely. For instance, a young border collie is going to need a lot more exercise than an elderly chihuahua. Number 1. Hot weather. Dogs don't handle heat the same way we do. They have a limited ability to sweat, mostly through the pads of their feet, and primarily cool themselves off by panting. This means that when the mercury climbs, they can struggle to regulate their body temperature effectively. Another consideration is the hot ground. Asphalt and concrete can heat up significantly and can burn your dog's paw pads. A good rule of thumb is to place the back of your hand on the ground. If it's too hot for you, it's too hot for your dog. During the summer, it's crucial to adjust your dog's routine to avoid the hottest parts of the day. Early morning or late evening walks, when the temperature is cooler, are much safer. During the day, it's best to keep them inside, preferably in air-conditioned or well-ventilated spaces. Lastly, never leave a dog in a parked car during summer. The temperature inside a car can skyrocket within minutes, even with the windows slightly open, leading to fatal consequences. Just like us, our furry friends can face some pretty serious health risks because of stress. Even mild anxiety is a concern. Over time, it can cause issues that may chip away at your dog's health. But here's the catch. Stress in dogs isn't always easy to spot. So check out this video where we talk about 8 definite signs that your dog is experiencing stress and how to deal with it. And be sure to subscribe to our channel and join our doggy-loving community.